We all love photography here, right? Do you know there's a really easy and effective way to make sure that you always get the shot you want? Let me tell you a little story. Forever ago, I took these self-portraits that I'm still pretty happy with, but they didn't turn out quite the way that I wanted them to. They're actually missing the main element that I planned the whole thing around, and that was direct sunlight. I admit I completely forgot to check the weather that day, which is like, girl, that's the first thing you should be doing. So it's like 5 minutes into our photo shoot and we lost all our light. There's no direct sunlight going on. It's all cloudy. I'm gonna keep waiting for the light to come through. I don't know, the weather seems to be like all cloudy for the rest of the day, so we'll just see how the light turns out. That partially cloudy day was really hard to work with, especially because the lighting just kept changing. I was really hoping to capture like the texture of the smoke within the direct sunlight. I'm feeling up to doing this whole photo shoot, but I want to take this as a chance to completely recreate it and make sure I get the shot that I am looking for. This way I can ensure that I'm getting the best shot that I can ever take. And I'm going to take you along on how I do that. Okay, so of course we still want to make sure we include that direct sunlight, as this will make sure the smoke really stands out in the photos rather than creating like a faded gray mask over everything. In that initial photo shoot, I did go over my like mini checklist that I go over with myself as I'm preparing to take the photos. I actually go over what those are in a previous video that I made over here if you're interested in that. However, because I have such a specific vision for what I need to get out of this photo shoot, I need to take extra steps to break things down even more in terms of what I'm looking for. So this is how you make sure you go into a photo shoot with clarity and you walk away with the best shots that you could ever take. I'm going to take the time to make a mood board for myself, which I typically only do for like clients or other projects, but I've never actually made one for myself when I take self-portraits. I find creating a mood board lays out any details that you may miss with yourself and keeps your photography mind organized, something that I always need. So this will really help to capture your vision. You can use anything to create a mood board. You can just like use Pinterest, but I like to use Canva or Adobe Express. They're accessible, they're both free, and they provide a lot of their own templates, which you can kind of use as a guideline. Not sponsored, I just genuinely love both of these apps. Here's a mood board page that I already created in Adobe Express. You can see that there are some like photos and other items that I use when I put together my desert Western photo shoot that I did recently. For today, we're gonna just scrap it all. What's really gonna help me here is this second page where I have my shot list. If you don't know what a shot list is, it's basically like a description or like a group of images that you're looking to capture, whether that be like a mood, a vibe, or simulate like a similar composition or like a lighting technique. For my desert photo shoot, I use this as a posing guideline. I would just glance at the shot list during the shoot and try to replicate the poses to help speed up the shoot instead of wasting time scrolling through my phone looking for poses. I just had it all right there in front of me. For this shoot, I'm going to use this page as a more general guideline. I want to take time exploring different images that inspire me and fit the theme and throw it all together here to create something more cohesive than my first photo shoot. Have these images put together. I was initially only inspired by the sunlight and the smoke like I mentioned, but now I'm seeing that I'm also drawn to like hands and some floral aspects as well as some like fabric going on. Yeah, the photos are gonna be different for sure. Love how the mood looks more like a sculpture or like a painting or something. Very artsy. Okay, let's see if I can pull this off. Okay, it's a new day and I've already begun to put together my set for my portraits. You can already see how much of a difference the mood board has made from the initial photo shoot. Instead of using those blank walls, I opted for this brown backdrop to help inspire that old painting feeling. I also threw the fabric over a table and put down some flowers and fruit I grabbed at the store earlier. All of that being inspired by this specific image on my mood board. Again, it very much has the feeling of painting. Honestly, it's one of the best feelings when you have planned something in your mind and see it all come to fruition. Okay, so here's the actual hard part, actually taking the self-portraits. First, you gotta kind of like find your shot. I don't think I've taken a self-portrait like at all this year. I think the last time I did one was like last Halloween, like Halloween 2022. So yeah, I'm a little rusty. I'm hoping I can pull this off with like the little time that I have. Like the sun is setting so freaking quickly, so fingers crossed. Yeah, at this point, I'm hoping that everything goes smoothly, especially because the set came together so well. But it's challenging being in charge of lighting, camera work, modeling, and in this case, the smoke as well. Let's bump up the shutter speed just a touch because it is a tiny bit overexposed. Let's get some smoke going, yeah? Thank you. Pretty! Ooh, not bad. Not bad, baby. It's so hard to get like a good composition going because I'm not in frame while I'm setting up, like moving around my camera. So it makes it really challenging to like make sure I'm composed in the way that I want it to look. Ouch! Searching for the footage that I'm missing. I try to find a cue to kill the distance. I try to pass those I wasn't feeling. Even when I held you from the start, I couldn't make up for the spell she had on you. We were crumbling over bridge and I had no clue that she was the reason. I started to get really quiet when I got in the zone of taking photos. But here's the final look on the finished results. What do you think? Do you prefer the first or second smoke photo shoot? I finally think I finished. Yes, I'm definitely feeling rusty from doing self-portraits. Everything came together in the end, but I was just really feeling the pressure because the sun just goes down so quickly here, and I feel like when you're taking self-portraits or just generally taking photos, time goes by so freaking quick. But yeah, I'm like super feeling this fit. What do you think? Huh? I hope that helps you find some inspiration into creating a mood board for your next photo shoot. It'll definitely help you capture the best shots that you could possibly take. And the mood boards don't have to be elaborate. They can be as crazy or as simple as you need, as long as it helps you get to like the core of the idea of the photo shoot, you know? Let the mood board guide you. Don't just like pick an outfit or like an area just because it's convenient for your photo shoot. Actually use the mood board to guide you into making those choices. I promise you'll get your best shot. It's almost the end of the year, but if you're just picking up photography for the first time, make sure to check out this video. These are things that every photographer should consider before the next photo shoot, and they're also just timeless aspects of photography that you can apply today. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in this video.